Alright, what is up guys? Today we're going to be starting a new series. I'm going to call it the Tempo Mage to Legend. This is my Tempo Mage deck I will be using. You got the Mana Worm, Flame Cannon, Frostbolt, Unstable Portal, Mad Scientist, Sorcerer's Apprentice, Mere Entity, Flame Waker, Fireball, Chasm Mystic, Piloted Shredder, Azure Drake, Lotheb, Sludgy, Sylvanas, you get your Flame Strike, just running one of those. And then Dr. Boom and Ragnaros. This is like a pretty standard Tempo Mage deck. I will post a link to this deck that I am using, because it is someone else's deck, I believe, in my video. And yeah, feel free to run this. And we are going to be, I demoted myself down to rank 20. So we're going to start again here, and we're going to climb to Legend. By the end of this season, we should be a Legend rank. This is a Legend rank deck, and we can definitely do it. So see, I'm rank 20 here. And we're going to be running our Tempo Mage deck, so let's get right into it.
Jaina versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine!
You asked for it.
This is a pretty ideal start. You got your low cost minions here. Got ways of dealing with the big stuff here. And then you have your Mad Scientist on too. So this is very versatile. I like the start a lot. And we get to react to whatever he does. So if it's Zoo, we can play Mana Worm. And some more aggressive stuff. If it's Handlock, we can play differently. So, and it looks like it might be Handlock here. So we get our Mad Scientist out.
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
My work is paramount. Leave me alone.
Alright, so I think we're gonna coin, and we're going to fire flame. So coin, flame cannon, fire blast here. You can play this, but I think you could also just ignore that thing, but instead, or send this in. But we really want to keep on the pressure and kill this thing. So as a bonus, we get to power up the Mana Worm. Do a nice little chunk of damage. Already at, took 8 damage by turn 4 is pretty strong. Keeping the pressure on this guy. Because that's Twilight Drake, and that's pretty typical out of the Warlocks. And I think we're going to just see if we can kill it here. This is 7 damage.
I wonder.
Or we can play this. I think we're going to go ahead and play this. And then send this in. Like that. And then we'll go ahead and send the Mana Worm into his face.
I wield the power of black.
We gotta get his card here.
I wield
Copy
the
of it.
power of black.
Pretty good for us. Okay, so I think right now we're gonna play the Sludgy.
Sons, down to the
Go ahead and just whack his face for 5. And we really want to get this guy low and put a lot of pressure on him if we can. Now, of course, he has comeback cards, got all the healing cards, got stuff like Shadow Flame and whatnot, but so we really want to keep the pressure on these Handlock as much as we can. Now this is obvious trade here. So they're just with 4 mana left. It's gonna let us play the Chasm Mystic, I believe.
The light does not dispel.
By the power of Ragnaros!
We got the forest. So this is kind of like a combination handlock deck. So I'm not sure. Do I save my fireball or not?
Light it up.
I think. Play my portal here. Oh, perfect.
Light it up.
Could have went. I think I could have hit face there. That would have been a little bit smarter. Was so keen on trading there. I think I missed out on 4 damage. Could have cleared that guy off. I'm also not sure if I should have played mirror.
Mage, you should be more careful when playing with
So
magic.
this isn't your typical handlock deck. This is something else. And I think we're just gonna kind of ignore this Nefarian right
Light
now.
it up.
This is a good
Light
trade,
it
but
up.
I think we want to play this. Play the
Light it
mirror and
up.
just hit him for 4. Now we're threatening lethal here. And he's got to deal with this somehow. Let's see if he gets lucky. Looks like he did. He hit the right cards there. So he's probably got an answer for this. He does. That was an expensive answer. I think he lost the game. Alright. So there's 1 game down.
Jaina versus Garrosh.
Victory or death!
You asked for it.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and toss our Sludge Belcher here. Keep our sorcerers and our unstable. Now, I've been playing against like a lot of patrons, so I'm just gonna go ahead and assume it's Patron Warrior, even though it may not be. It's worth assuming it's Patron Warrior because if it's Control Warrior, then it's a different kind of game. But you really have to try to beat out the Patron because you know how the Patron works. So try to keep get rid of your early stuff, your like your cheap stuff early against Patron. And this is probably going to get Fiery War Axe, and I like to play this in combination with a spell to get that discount immediately. So I'm going to go ahead and play the Unstable Portal right now. You can see I got the Elven Archer, so that's not going to be very helpful right now, so I'll just go ahead and wait a turn. And wait for him to do something, because we don't want to just... It's not a very good play to just toss the Elven Archer out and then shoot it in the face, because this may come in handy with our hero ability, since it's like a pretty much 0 cost or do 1 damage. It looks like we'll just use it right now.
Someday I'll be just like you.
One shot, one.
There's really no point in holding on to that. We can just easily kill it. You got a cleave there, which is fine. This looks like a Control Warrior deck, and not a Patron, which is good. I kind of like playing against Control Warrior a little bit more than I like playing against Patron, even though I'm not sure about what my win rate is against that deck.
Magic detected.
It's kind of an interesting card. You don't see this card very often. This looks like more of an anti-aggro card. And it's fine that he runs anti-aggro because we don't really, we're not playing an aggro deck, so. Play our Drake here. we don't have any other options, so we'll just trade that in. Maybe we can save it. You know, he's gonna have to trade here. Looks like. Could have also played Sludge Belcher, but I think we're gonna want to save the Sludge Belcher, so we're probably gonna need it later. So. We got our Dr. Boom on turn 7. This is gonna be a really important turn.
Blood and plunder.
We drew into our Mirror Entity, which is something you don't really want to do. It's much better to not draw a Mirror Entity and just have the Mad Scientist get you the mirror. But that's alright. Go ahead and kill this thing. We gotta be wary of a brawl, but we have 2 low-cost minions here. Or 2 injured minions already. So they've already done, they've already gotten value for us. And then we've got a... they also have 2 death rattles, so a brawl here is not actually that scary. So we're not really going to lose that much stuff. And you have an Arcanite Reaper. So this guy, I don't know this guy knows what he's doing. But it is kind of an interesting guy. Okay, so turn 7, we'll go ahead and play our Dr. Boom here. It's a good time to play Dr. Boom. Like I said, a brawl is good here, but we have 3 death rattle guys, so you know it's not the end of the world if he brawls here. He's still gonna take a lot of damage.
Charge forward.
And this is something like you don't see this card up. It is Patron.
Everyone, get in here. Everyone, get in.
Oh, we kind of went low on that one. That's too bad.
Get in here. Everyone, get in. Everyone, get in here.
That's too bad.
Everyone, get in here.
So both our bombs didn't really land in the most ideal fashion. That's alright. Could have done that. That is alright for us. Okay, so I think we're gonna go Sludge Belcher, Mana Worm, Fire Blast.
Some still fun.
Go ahead and kick this one out. And he still has his Raging Worgen up, unfortunately, so he can Whirlwind and keep attacking. But the Sludge Belcher here has 3 attack, meaning he can't send patrons in here, and plus he has to kill this somehow. So he's in a pretty rough spot right now. I don't know what his deck. I thought it was Control. He has some cards that were like Control Warrior, because Cleave isn't usually a patron card. Neither is Arcanite Reaper.
What now?
Charge forward.
So maybe this guy just doesn't have max cards. It's possible. Tries to build a budget deck. So it looks like that's GG. Waiting for this guy to finish up here. Kind of being silly. Well played. Alright, so 2 wins. Alright. It hurt. I demoted myself down to rank 20 because I wanted to show you guys how to climb from rank 20 to rank Legend instead of starting at like rank 10 or something. I think I was rank 14. So I didn't want to start at rank 14 because I know you guys, it's fun to show you guys what it looks like to start at rank 20 and then go all the way up to Legend instead of starting at, you know, halfway through. So that's no fun. Gotta start at the bottom,
Versus
work our way up.
Victory or
That's
death!
exactly what we're gonna do here.
You asked for it.
Got lots of warriors. Apparently that is the flavor of the month. Is a warrior. I was playing last night and everyone had warrior. Like literally, I was like 5 patrons in a row It was non-stop patron decks. I was playing a different deck, but kind of a different mage deck. And everyone had like a patron deck. It was crazy. So you know, patron, it's annoying to play against, but at the same time, it's kind of predictable. Really, you don't want to let them get their like commanders out, and then get like a really powerful turn, and then hit you with a ton of damage. That's pretty much how they win the game. If once their 2 patrons are dead, they pretty much have nothing left. You have the frothing berserkers
Powering up.
and the patrons. That's pretty much it with their decks. Not too scary. So we'll go ahead and play the portal here. And we can even kill this thing off. And I think, you know what, I think we'll go ahead and do that.
One shot, one.
All we can. This may end up being some kind of aggressive warrior deck. Pretty good roll in there. That's alright. Get a nice turn 3. Can play the Flame Wave.
Fire Lord.
Alright, so nothing very good here in our hand, so go ahead and just hit him for 2. I'm gonna ping this down so if he trades here, he'll at least die. He'll be forced to summon the death rattle part. Really not too exciting of a play, just gonna go for a face. Looks like he's gonna try to trade off here, or at least that's what he wants to do. Not gonna let him do that with the sludge belcher. Maybe we'll fireball on turn 6, I'm not sure. Or play Sylvanas even. Or maybe Frostbolt. If we can get something, draw a spell, and then play another Flamemaker. Get the double, that's really strong. Another Yeti coming out, and he doesn't want to attack with this Yeti. He must be kind of hesitant to get that low on HP, which makes sense. Okay, so we will go ahead and just fireball this one. Where his damage lands. We got a nice little spare part here. He's gonna whack his face, and we don't really want to trade off with this Yeti because there's really no need to. He has to trade. We don't want to be activating these trades if we don't have to, because why would we do that? Since we can just go for his face. And we can be the aggressor here, let him make the more reactive plays.
Powering up. Portals online.
Oh my gosh. So we got a really good play here. We are going to go ahead and play another Flamemaker. And then we're going to ping this away, get the spare part, and then play the spare part. Hopefully. I don't think there's too many spare parts that would be bad for us here. And quite a few that would be good. So. This guy's out of mana. I'm assuming he's just going to end his turn. Could play Battle Rage. Okay. So 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, playing Azure Drake would also be good, but I think we can get away with doing this. So we're gonna go ahead and play this guy here. Kill this off. Spare part, and it looks like it is health, so I guess we'll give the health to this guy. Maybe this guy.
Return to get ready.
That didn't look like it did a whole lot, but it actually did some pretty good damage there. It was 4 points of damage for one spell. Not too shabby. He is down at 9 HP. Make that 11 HP. Give his guy a cloak. It's fine with us. We're probably gonna play Azure here. Or maybe we'll play the Sledge. So the problem with Sledge Belcher here, of course, it gets killed by the Despot. Alright, so we got the card we needed. Pop out our Head Scientist. And we don't care if he trades here because, you know, he's low on HP already. We already got a card out of it, so he's probably good. That's probably his only play here, is the trade. He could hit in our face and then trade. Actually, he can't even do that because he's gonna have to hit this first. Looks like he's gonna try to trade off here. And we'll see what he
Something
does.
needs tinkering?
So notice when you have the Mirror Insti up, you always get
Something needs tinkering?
whatever the card is after the battle cry effect. So in this situation, the battle cry effect is quite good for us. And we'll go ahead and play our Dr. Boom here. We have a choice to play Unstable Portal or finish this guy off. And I think we're going to go ahead and just use our hero ability here.
A fight!
And of course it's Patron. Okay.
Everyone! Get in here!
Looks like World Business with face. It's fine. He's pretty much out of cards. We're gonna do 7, so he will be at 4 HP, looks like. And that is lethal. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He has 11 HP, so GG. Another dead patron. Now, a lot of people, like, I talked to my friend last night, and he was telling me one of the reasons his patron's played so much because he's very strong right now. And I guess patron is strong, but I guess maybe mage is maybe one of the harder counters. Let me
Jaina
actually look up
versus Malfurion!
patron warrior counter.
I must protect the wild.
You asked for it.
I think patron may be one of the Tempo Mage. Could be one of the counters to patron. So nothing turn 1. Pretty boring. Turn 2, got a couple options here. Could coin something out, it'd be kind of silly though. Going to go ahead and play the Unstable Portal.
I
Point
can't
out
do
our
that.
light spawn. But I don't think we're gonna do that.
Nox
I'm gonna play with the shade, that's fine with us. Alright, so we'll go ahead and play this and then coin out Neo, looks like. And like I said, we really want to be drawing into these mad scientists and then getting the secret that way, instead of having to play the secret on turn 3, when we could be playing other cards. But sometimes, you know what, you just draw mirror and that's just how it is, so. Gonna go and wrap that. It's pretty good for us. Look at this. You notice how the Flame Cannon totally counters this card here. And, yeah. Gonna go ahead and just blast us out. Shoot that thing. One of the, you gotta be careful playing against Druid because, you know, if they're a ramp Druid, which looks like this one is, they tend to get very fast, can go very fast, so having the secret out against Druid is really nice.
Bathe in flame.
Let me get a copy of that. I think we're just gonna play Drake. See where this damage goes. Probably to my face. Alright, so I guess we'll play Flamemaker instead. We have 2 Frostbolts. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just keep up this pressure on him. Hopefully we can get him down. Get him down low enough. And you honestly don't really see that many Druids out there on the ladder. They're not really that scary. Okay, so you see him finally finishing off her light spawn. Damage will hit. Great.
The light does not discriminate.
Go ahead, just toss our Mystic out. Don't really care. We really want this to be a Shredder instead of a Chasm Mystic, but that's alright. Against a non-secret class, we really don't want to be saving this card.
Where shall I strike?
So, a healing card?
My eyes are open.
And Dr. Boom looks like it's going to be a pretty solid card. Would love to be here for that.
Enough mana.
That's alright. So I guess we're killing this one.
Light it up.
I get that 4 damage, and this survives the hit, so I went ahead and killed that. Ooh, double spell damage, kind of scary. Be a swipe, pretty deadly.
What to do?
So the swipe, ouch. Alright. Alright, so that was a pretty bad bomb there. That's alright. Okay, so we want to kill one of these with our Fire Blast. Looks like we're going to hit him in the face, so... Go ahead and whack him here. I know he is down kind of low, but Druid has a lot of healing cards, and then also can come back. So I'm not sure about
I
this.
must safeguard the land.
We'll see how. We're pretty close to winning this game. I think if we draw into Fire Blast or something, could end up winning this.
By the power of
Saracen. So we can draw Flame Strike here. Probably win the game too.
the power!
So,
Time waits for no one.
we'll see if he trades in. He does not want to trade, it looks like. Whatever those cards are. It's probably some kind of combo. Alright, so we did not draw our Flame Strike, unfortunately. So I think we're going to toss out our Hazard Wave here. It's going to give us the most options. Okay, so no spell. So we will go ahead and play... So we could play this Mana Worm here, and then Disable Portal, but that's not really going to do a whole lot for us. So we want to see what we get here. Okay, so we got this for free, so we'll go ahead and toss this down. And I think we're going to ping this off the board. I think that's pretty important. This thing dies. And, you know, he has 3 cards in his hand. Getting Thars in another turn is probably not going to make that much of a difference. This is going to die eventually. Here. So,
Excuse me.
Time runs out on me.
we gotta get this guy out. And really, we got 2 taunts to protect our Azure Drake, which is good. Then we can follow up with a Lotheb to block his combo. It's inevitably coming. I don't know what it is, but usually Druid combo is something like Savage Roar. Power of the Wild. And I traded out the Sludgy there because we didn't want the Tharson to get a free hit onto the, to one-shot the Sludgy. And we could make him take 2 cards to do that. So. Looks like he's gonna draw cards with that.
Time waits for
And
no
then it's the
one.
3rd turn on the Tharson, which is fine for us. I mean, we don't really... He only had 3 cards in his hand to begin with, so we're not really too concerned. This might be swipe here. It is. The second swipe is down. We are staring at 10 damage. We know he has more damage than that, so we really want Flame Strike here. Oh, no Flame Strike. Okay. Put out Sludge Weed, and we'll put out our Lotheb. You know, we're just hoping we can draw into our either our second Fireball or maybe like Ragnaros or something. So, and this is the 4th turn on Tharson, so you know, he's gotten a lot of value out of this card. But you know, we have the Lotheb up, so it is going to be expensive for him to play any spells.
Time waits for no one.
You know, looks like if we draw into a Frostbolt, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 won't be fun enough. We need to draw in the Fireball here. Or Flame Strike. Flame Strike or Fireball, come on. Alright, so we're looking at 15. We are looking at lethal right now. So we have to trade off one of these guys. Obviously it's going to be the Tarzan. That's not very exciting because
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
kind of low. So we play this right here. 12 damage in the face, which may be lethal here because he's got 13, 14 damage. So he only needs to do 3 more damage to our face here. And that's very, very possible that he will kill us this turn. And you know what? If we don't have a fast start against Druid, or draw into the cards you need, Druid tends to win these matchups. But, okay, I guess it looks like it. Also kind of sucks, but we have to play this. We don't get a secret, but whatever. So there's the Power of the Wild. Probably the Savage Roar. Yep, so that is GG. Surrender here.
You win this.
Save it a little time. Alright. And you know what, honestly, I probably could have surrendered a little bit earlier there. Just to not drag it out for you guys and see these long games, which you end up losing. But there was always the chance that I could have drawn the card I needed, so I don't know. You know, it's hard to justify surrendering. You want to generally play them out. Gives you a little bit better win rate instead of just auto-conceding every time.
Jaina versus Valera.
Sometimes you do get lucky, sometimes you fall into that fireball.
Your back.
We had him down pretty low there, so it was just a matter of drawing a fireball or a flame strike to win that game. And unfortunately, we just did not get that. So sometimes you just don't get the cards. It's Hearthstone. Slow druids like that, you want to have a pretty fast start against them. That Shredder would have been nice to draw early in the game. Ragnos would have been great there at the end. But you know what? Sometimes it's just tough. And we are rank 19. This will be the first and probably quite a few. I'll try to make these every day here until we can get down to the legend rank. So I want to show you guys that it is possible, even for an average player like, somewhat average player like myself, to hit that legend if you play smart. And I feel like I've played this deck quite a bit, know a fair amount about the game, so I'd give you guys some pointers. Obviously, if you're someone like Trump or Crip, you're not going to learn anything from me. But if you're an average player, or someone who wants to get better at the game, I definitely recommend watching this. I'll try to educate you guys. Hopefully I'm not boring you to death. Alright, so turn 1 Mana Worm is a great start. It's a great start against pretty much any matchup. A lot of times you can just like define your game as, was it a Mana Worm game or not? And well,
Hello.
it's a very, very strong. Now Mage, she can actually deal with this by playing a backstab, but she's not going to. So we'll go ahead and play a Sorcerer's Apprentice here, even to backstab. You know, it's quite strong.
Someday I'll be just like you.
But we're not going to Frostbolt her face, and we're not going to... I think using our Fire Blast is a little bit too slow. So we're going to go ahead and just play this. So, again, nothing too inspiring. We really want minions in our hands, but thankfully it's not Druid. I mean, we're not going to get rushed down. We're not going to lose that late game. We do win late game here. Kind of. Pretty boring turn. I think we'll try to coin out a Drake here on turn 4 if we don't draw into anything to play. Go into these guys. Unfortunately for us, we have a counter. Of course, that counter is the Flame Cannon. Do we want to use it though? I guess we do. Flame Cannon. go ahead and fireball his face. Probably clear it with the knife, but that's okay.
I am ready.
Enter the shadows.
Alright. Another flame cannon, so we have a chance of hitting the clockwork, unfortunately, so I don't think we're gonna do that.
Give that minion a turn to get ready.
Azure Drake, very simple play here. There's no need to do anything fancy. If he trades, that's fine. If he doesn't, we'll hit it with the flame cannon after we clear this off. So really not too big of a deal. If he's gonna hit here. And that's also good for us because he's gonna lower himself down. So here we gotta spend 4 mana, which means we have 2 mana left over. Could also play the Lotheb though. I think we're gonna do that. I think we're gonna play Lotheb, and we're gonna coin out a Frostbolt for this. Okay.
I see.
Job's done.
That's gonna prevent him from really countering this too hard, because sap would be really expensive, and that wouldn't be good. It's gonna be difficult for him to deal with this. It's also gonna make this easy to kill next turn with our hero ability. And if he plays a bunch of minions, we'll just go ahead and flame strike the board. So we're in a pretty good spot here. I was considering, you know, trying to use the flame cannon, but that wouldn't be very good.
I wonder.
Dr. Boom's over here. Actually, go ahead and strike this board. If we chose to. And we may want to do that.
Is close. The end is close.
Now, I'm almost tempted to go ahead and hit this first, hit Dr. Boom first. Because if you don't hit Dr. Boom first, and I flame strike, because if we'll say I
Is close.
and I flame strike,
The end is close.
there's a potential that these guys will kill this thing before he does any damage. So you know, it's better to hit this first and then flame strike,
Close.
even if it means taking probably an average about 4 damage in the face here. And I took about 6, so that's a little bit above average. You got the 4 damage from that one. And that's about all I can do this turn, which is fine. I don't feel like this is like an oil deck. I think this is more of a
I got
almost
the
like a
best
tempo deck,
deals anywhere.
so it shouldn't be a big issue. But we will see. It's very possible though that he ends up. Now, as great as this combo is here, we have our flame cannon, which is going to be really good. And I think we'll play Sylvanas / flame cannon. We got to be careful of dying here to like oil blade fury, but we may even want to play sludge here. Go ahead and play sludge. Just play it safe. If he's gonna blade fury, he'll have to clear the sludge first. Plus Sylvanas into an empty board is never really that good because you don't really get much out of Sylvanas that way.
I wonder.
Interesting. What kind of deck is this? Wonder if he decides to hit this. Or maybe he has like Fan of Knives or something. He decides to hit this. I haven't seen a deck like this in a very long time. Alright, so we will go ahead and play the Rag here, guarantee the 8 damage. I don't see a better play. And we can finish him off actually with our fireball. And he should die. See if you can come back from this. He's got to heal up a little bit.
This guy's toast.
Doesn't look like that's gonna happen. He's either gonna kill us or heal us. Kill us with 5 mana left. 15 damage with 5 mana. It's a little bit of a stretch. Alright, so GG.
Well played.
Alright, and that is it for this first video. Hope you guys found that educational/entertaining. Please like and sub if you did enjoy that. It really helps me out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.